Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has spoken out for the very first time since the powerful US strike on Iran's nuclear sites. In a very careful, worded video message, Netanyahu told the world that Israel is now very close to achieving what it's set to do in Iran, weakening its ability to build nuclear weapons and destroy Israel with long-range missiles. But at the very same time, he made it very clear that Israel does not want to get stuck in a drawn-out war with Iran. Now let's unpack what's really going on, because the stakes couldn't be higher. In recent days, the United States, with Israel's full support, launched Operation Midnight Hammer, a military campaign targeting three of Iran's most critical nuclear sites: Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. These are not just ordinary facilities, by the way. They are Iran's most close-guarded centers for uranium enrichment and missile development, key pieces in a puzzle that many fear could one day lead to nuclear bomb. Netanyahu said that the mission was not about sending a message. It was about removing two of the biggest threats to Israel's survival: Iran's nuclear program and its fast-growing supply of ballistic missiles. He said that Iran's leadership dream of wiping Israel off the map. And that's why, in his word, Israel had to act. He also mentioned something deeply concerning: that Iran has planned to build 300 ballistic missiles every single month, which could eventually overwhelm Israel's defense system. According to Netanyahu, in the last 10 days alone, Israeli forces had already destroyed over half of Iran's missile launcher. That's a huge blow to Tehran's capabilities if it is actually true. But Netanyahu was quick to clarify that Israel doesn't want to drag this out. "We won't go further than we need." That's what he said. He also added, "But we also don't want to stop too early." That's a tricky balance, isn't it? Striking hard enough to stop Iran, but not too much that it triggers a never-ending war. Interestingly, while the United States has confirmed the airstrikes and is clearly standing by Israel, Netanyahu gave all the credit to Donald Trump. Netanyahu said that he personally told US President Donald Trump that Israel needed to act, and he believes that Trump understood the urgency of the moment. He praised Trump for being what he called the right thing for America, for the free world, and for civilization. The Israeli leader also dropped a hint about something really mysterious: Iran's stockpile of enriched uranium, a key ingredient in any nuclear bomb. He claimed that Israel has interesting intelligence on the location of 400 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium, but refused to reveal the details. But this isn't just about Iran anymore. Netanyahu also linked the Iran strike to the conflict in Gaza, where Israel has been at war with Hamas since the deadly October 2023 attacks. He believes that Iran is holding up Hamas and other militant groups. In simpler terms, he thinks that if Iran's support system collapses, so will Hamas. The conflict in Gaza has already taken a huge toll, with over 1,200 people were killed when Hamas attacked Israel in 2023. More than 250 hostages were taken during that particular attack. As of now, Hamas is still holding 50 of them, including the bodies of at least 28 who have been confirmed dead. Netanyahu said that the war in Gaza could end today, but only if Hamas lays down its weapons and releases all the hostages. At the heart of all this is a bigger, more dangerous picture. The United States and Israel believe that Iran is slowly enriching towards nuclear weapons. On the other hand, Iran claims that its program is peaceful and views these strikes as an act of war, with two sides now speaking in the language of ultimatums and retaliation. The fear is that regional war could spiral out of control. Netanyahu says that he wants to avoid a war of attrition, a never-ending cycle of attacks and counterattacks. But that depends not only on Israel but also on Iran, the United States, and a deeply unstable region watching it all unfold. As this high-stakes game play out, the world will be watching whether this story is going to end with diplomacy or another wave of fire.